Who's he?
Kentman!
He's not important!
Okay. Hello, gamers and collectors. It's your boy Kentman, bringing you that JRPG and fan service content you deserve. And you all know I love me some Atelier. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. Yesterday, there was an interview that happened with the producer of the Atelier franchise, and he went into details about some very interesting things that we need to talk about. How thick thighs saves lives. And more so that Ryza literally saved the Atelier franchise. Okay, here we are on Noisy Pixels with the interview, and it's a pretty cute thing, which it says the guest producer Junzo Hoyaso, I think Hoyase, I think that's how you say his last name, but if I did, I apologize, reflects on how the Atelier Ryza saved the franchise. During a recent interview with the guest producer Junzo Hoyosoi, a striking moment emerged when they revealed just how high the stakes were for the Atelier series prior to the launch of Atelier Ryza Ever Darkness in the Secret Hideout. Appointed ahead of Gus 2020 after joining the company in 2017. Oh my god. 2007. I don't know what. I'm so used to saying 2020 that my brain, like 2020 something, my brain just couldn't go back to 2007 because that's such a long time ago. That is such a long time ago. It doesn't feel like it, but it is. That's me in my junior year. I was in 11th grade in 2007. That's a long time ago. Anyway, Hoyosoi-san, hopefully I'm saying that right again, but I apologize if I'm not, explained that Atelier Ryza represented a critical juncture. If the game had failed, the series might have faced a ultimately end. When I stepped in as the producer, the pressure was immersive. San said if the Ryza failed, it could have been the end of the Atelier series at risk. While the Atelier franchise has celebrated milestones in the past, making its 25th anniversary in 2022, it has never quite been global hit that many JRPGs aspire to be. According to multiple industry reports, earlier installments often hovered around modest sales figures, generally in the realm of tens of thousands to a low hundreds of thousands of copies sold per entry. Then came Atelier Ryza in 2019, which is the first game that not got me into the series, but got me back into it, which I'll talk about in a minute, which by various estimates quickly surpassed 500,000 copies worldwide, making it the fastest selling entry in the entire Atelier catalog at that point. This commercial success granted unprecedented attention, effectively boosting the franchise visibility and paving it a way for sequels, which is Ryza 2, Ryza 3 in 2021 and 2023, and a total of Ryza. In total, the Atelier Ryza series has sold more than 1 million units worldwide. Hoyosoi-san, I want to know how to say that properly, but I will learn it eventually. Journey from 2007 to head of Gus. Hoyosoi, he began his tenure at Gus in 2007 and gradually worked his way up, contributing to multiple Atelier games and other Gus properties along the way. By the time he was officially named head of Gus in 2020, a significant promotion highlighted in the Famitsu interview, he bore the responsibility of steering a series that had been around over 2 decades yet needed renewed vigor to survive. The turning point arrived with Atelier Ryza, which was a significant turning point for the Atelier brand and also boarded Gus an audience outside of Japan. Popular character designs, thighs, thick thighs saves lives, an approachable alchemy system, and a narrative about overcoming enormous odds with your friends were key factors in the Ryza's breakthrough. For me, Atelier Ryza was the most challenging project. The pressure was incredible, but it ended up opening new doors for the entire franchise. Hoya Soy-san noted. I think I'm saying it wrong every single time, and I feel bad about it every time. Now with Atelier Ryza having secured a global franchise, Hoya Soya-san and his team are moving forward with new projects, including the recently revealed Atelier Ryza. While details on Atelier Ryza remained limited, we are able to detail our recent hands-on with an early build of the game. Soya-san promises to build on lessons learned from Ryza and Yuamiya, emphasizing continued growth in both gameplay and systems and preparation. So, I mean, Yuamiya already has a lot of things going for it. The marketing has been good, the presence has been good, the fact that it's on multiple platforms is really good. So I feels like Yuamiya is going to definitely carry the mantle that Ryza made and put it in more strides and then some. But you know, Ryza will always be a big part for a lot of people. And while the team's intimate focus is on Atelier Yuamiya, the Ryza era success ensures that Gus has experimented more freely in the future, something that might have been impossible without the dramatic turnaround. As for whether Ryza's shift in tone, style, and design philosophy will define all future Atelier titles, Hoya Soya-san maintains that the series will remain open to changes and experimentations based on fan interest and creative vision. Stay tuned to Noisy Pixel for gaming coverage. We will share the full interview next week, so we'll look forward to that when that happens. When I first got into the Atelier series was back in the PS3 on Rona. That was the first entry I played, and I played some of them as we went on, from Totori and Lulu and all those other ones. However, after like Sophie, I kind of stopped playing the franchise for a while, and it was Ryza that got me back into the franchise. And also it was the first time I was able to work with Koei Tecmo on promoting a game, which was a huge thing for me because I never was able to really do that outside of like Sega. I mean, Sega was like my first time working with a game company and promoting games and stuff, but like Koei Tecmo was like my first time branching out to more companies, and it was like a huge thing for me back then because I'm still kind of a small creator now, but like I was even a smaller creator back then, and like the fact that they wanted to work with me was a matter of one. Now we worked with so many games with them, so it's like that's where it all started. So Ryza will always be a big part of my life and a big contributor to a lot of the success that I've had in my life. So she's also helped me in surprising ways. Plus, you know, she's drawn by my favorite artist, Toru Monimo, which is a big plus. And then also the fact that, you know, Ryza has gained my love for being my favorite Atelier protagonist over Rorona, which was the first person that got me into the franchise. So that was a big deal. So I'm super happy that the Ryza series definitely did so many great things for the Atelier franchise, and she's still doing that, from figures to the anime. Hopefully it gets a season 2 some point, and just a lot of things that brought Ryza, what Ryza has brought to the franchise moving forward. So them trying new things with the gacha game, even though it's getting into service in the end of March soon, but that's here or there. But we're already getting the new one sometime later this year with Atelier Ryza, the Red Alchemist and the White Guardian. So hopefully that continues everything that the gacha game was doing, but just offline version. So we'll see. But you know, I'm so happy to be back in the Atelier series. I met so many friends because of the Atelier series, mostly Ryza, and like, it's so cool that a lot of people are getting into it. And if you haven't tried the Ryza games, it is a great way to get into the franchise because it changes so many things about the franchise, from not being so locked into the day system or also limiting you on the things that you can do. Is a lot more freer, and every entry became more and more loose on what you did, and you was able to see all these characters from Ryza, Lent, Toe, Claudia, Boss, and all these different characters that were introduced grow from each game and become what they are today. And it was such a good journey to see. So I will always have a lot of love for the Atelier series, mostly again for Ryza because it's done so much for me, and just Ryza as a character itself because I do love her so much as a design and just as a character in general. So that is something that we want to talk about. So let me know how you guys feel about the Ryza series. What game got you into the franchise? How do you feel about the Ryza series now, and what do you think about it moving in the future? Do you want them to try different games, to go back to games like, you know, the Mysterious series or the Dust trilogy, or make a new game in the Dust trilogy, maybe a fourth game, whatever it may be? Let me know down in the comments down below because I would love to know what you guys think. But for that, you know, I guess we have to figure out what happens in the future. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I will be back with a brand new video real soon. And with that being said, I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of the year, and with your help and support, I could definitely do that. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video next time. Bye me.